Well, welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. So here's Oklahoma City starting group. Davis is out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Tatum, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the shooting guard position. And for Orlando, they've got LeBron James. Wembanyama's out there with Gobert. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Curry in at the 2. And you think about the future of this great league, certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
James finds Wembanyama. Off target with his 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they double up Giannis. Davis, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And his first shot of the game, no good. That's Orlando's ball. LeBron outside. And Wembanyama outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Outside, Davis. That one's in, his first shot this game.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Davis really going up strong once he's near the basket. Love seeing him do that.
Outside, James. And he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Davis. And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the hype that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Mobley outside. Up top, Tatum. Thompson with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Floats it up for James. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Superb timing by LeBron on that alley-oop.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Davis with a screen on James. Shot clock at 6. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Davis has got 7 points in the game.
At least you need to honor Davis's three-point shot because he can make those.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. We thank you for the report. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry kicks to James. Back to Curry. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. And the three off target. The Thunder leading by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. One from long range.
Off a pass, Steph Curry. That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Curry against Tatum. It's Davis on the wing. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. The 10-footer. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Thunder. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Right back after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got Jason Tatum. Mobley is out there with Davis. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Giannis in at the 1. Nailed from three-point land.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here's Curry. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Kicks it out to James. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Tatum passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Antetokounmpo. From range, Giannis takes it.
Developing the catch-and-shoot jumper. Giannis has done a nice job with that.
Giannis against James. And Wembanyama outside. James looking it over. Outside Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
That's good from Stephen Curry. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
Good on both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
A bad attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. And it's LeBron missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Outside, Antetokounmpo. From down low. Davis working in the paint. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. LeBron outside. Shoots it up. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
LeBron ready to fire. Shot it with confidence there.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Curry is inside. He's guarded by Davis. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Thunder have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tatum no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Curry dishes to James. Goes up from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make it a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thunder out in front, up by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Jason, still a close one. What do you think happened there in the first half?
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. Through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
We've got Stephen Curry. Wembanyama's out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's James in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. The Magic trail by 3. It's to Curry. Back to LeBron. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season has really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Wembanyama outside. LeBron against Giannis. Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. The Magic need to get a shot off here. James, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And they double up Davis. And stolen by LeBron. They push it up 4 on 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And Tatum driving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Thompson.
Hey, you got to know the scouting report. Tatum is always looking to attack. I mean, he's great at drawing contact on his way to the rim.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. LeBron outside. It's to Curry. Here's Wembanyama. For the tie. And it's James missing. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Davis with a screen on Wembanyama. Here's Antetokounmpo. The Thunder with another miss. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs. A Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Giannis against James. Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. 5 to shoot. For the lead. No good. Great D that time from Davis. And it's Davis with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 1-point game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Davis to the wing on the left. Now Tatum. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Curry deciding where to go with it. James the pass to Wembanyama. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Davis kicks to Tatum. Loads it up for Davis. It's stolen by Gobert. Thompson against Tatum. The Magic again can't hit. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And Thompson puts up a team 3. A shot off that time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Thunder lead by 1. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today was the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player
who's got this ability to fire.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension. You got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter. What is still anybody's ballgame. And Oklahoma City looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Tatum out there with Davis. Then it's Evan Mobley. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 2 spot. Tatum finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And the Thunder lead by 1.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Curry dishes to LeBron. And they double up James. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Hangs on the trifecta. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have
Timeout.
both teams still hungry for a win.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Get loud, fans. On the court is your hype squad. All right, Magic fans, here we are, the team.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. We played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Mobley kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the floater. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Curry on the wing. Guarded by Tatum. Outside for Wembanyama. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Tatum against Curry. Out to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo and stolen by LeBron. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. Curry against Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Stolen by Thompson. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to James. Outside Curry. And again, it's Orlando converting.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
1:16 left in the 4th quarter. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Oh, Tatum flings away.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball into paint and finish.
And that one falls for Tatum.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Here's Gobert. No, boy, on the contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
The other thing they've done is they have not shied away from the mid-range game. I mean, plenty of points coming their way off of jump shot opportunities. I like that.
2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The three from Tatum. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Davis, the pass to Mobley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Evan Mobley. At the line for 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He ends up making the second, and that trims the lead to 6. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Magic, LeBron James. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
.20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. So the Magic winning. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. LeBron, you looked aggressive out there. How did you get to your groove tonight?
Defense set the tone for not only myself but for our team. And, you know, offensively, we're still trying to figure it out. So I felt there was need for me to kind of turn up the pressure a little bit offensively, see if I can get something going to the hoop, get into a good flow, and I was able to do that.
And it was a lot of fun to watch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. It's the Sacramento Kings taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. We've got LeBron James. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Chamberlain in at the center position, locking down the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Antetokounmpo. James outside. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
And once he gets down in the paint, there's not much you're going to do to stop the King.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. We talked about his matchup against the highly touted Victor Wembanyama, and Coach told me Victor's combination of speed and size creates a lot of problems on both ends of the floor, so we've got to play a physical brand of basketball to just keep him out of rhythm. It'll be interesting to see how that affects him, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that. They get it back. Chamberlain. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Thompson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Thompson. He's guarded closely. Leonard outside. Davis with a screen on James. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Davis.
Superb pick-and-roll action capped off with a perfect pass to the slashing AD. Leads to the easy deuce.
James outside. Rebounded by Pippen. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Leonard outside. for three. Counted from distance.
Great shooter off that quick release. Kawhi expecting the pass and did the rest.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Pass to James. Knocked away. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Here's Pippen. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Now James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be Sacramento's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kings able to keep possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
1:21 left in the first quarter here. Wembanyama, screen on Davis. Clock at 6. They need this. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but the foul.
Sacramento shooting their initial free throws of the game here. One falls for him.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
That one misses. The Hawks leading. Leonard looking around. Screen by O'Neal. To the paint. Chamberlain pulls it in.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pure from three-point range.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Pass to Pippen. Back to Leonard. Here's Thompson. Screen by O'Neal. It's tipped. It's stolen by Leonard. And a fast break now for the Hawks. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Antetokounmpo, pass to James. This one for three. Another three for Sacramento.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that, though. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Kings on top, up by 4, and back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Taking a look at Sacramento, they've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's James, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5, down low. Pass to Leonard. 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. The 3 from Thompson. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. They lead by 4. James deciding where to go with it. Wembanyama with it. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Shot is up. The rebound by the Hawks. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Leonard outside. There's the triple. Here's O'Neal. Soft touch off the glass.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. From 7 feet, Chamberlain. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Pippen. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Gilgeous-Alexander against Thompson. And James puts up a deep 3. Again, the miss by the Kings. And Atlanta with possession here. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Davis misses.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
James passes to Wembanyama. Back to James. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Chamberlain. Shoots over Thompson. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Chamberlain's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Timeout. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
.50 seconds left in the first half. Oh, deflected. Back come the Kings in transition. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. 40 seconds left in the first half of this one. Here's Pippen. Pass to Leonard. Screen by O'Neal. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, Leonard looking to score. It's going to make defenders nervous, and that's why he got the foul that time.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Just think of how much of a difference Kawhi Leonard is for this team. When he's healthy, he is an absolute force.
And Leonard drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Now, here is James. Defense right on him. Fires from deep. Not going to go that time. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll return shortly. halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
We've got Davis, Kawhi Leonard out there with Thompson, and it's Pippen in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. Chamberlain, no good. Here's Pippen, checked by James. Davis, a screen. Inside for the lead. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Outstanding job by AD to get close to the basket, get the ball in great position, and force the defense to resort to fouling him.
Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Both free throws good from Davis. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by the Hawks. O'Neal's got rebound number 8 now. Leonard outside. Davis with a screen on Wembanyama. Shot by Leonard, no good. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Trailing by 2. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama powers it through inside.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Thompson passes to Leonard. Davis with a screen on James. To the middle. Davis misses. Davis has gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen. Driving inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Kings trailing.
Timeout.
Sacramento.
Start it.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:46 left in the third quarter. And it's James with the jam.
Did you see LeBron just shrug off that contact there? It's like nothing even hit him.
Sacramento shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
LeBron James at the line for one.
One shot.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. 1:44 left in the third. Pass to O'Neal. Now Leonard. Outside Davis. And here is Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And so here's Sacramento. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
At the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Look, that's a lot to begin with.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Hawks trail by 3. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Leonard. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
O'Neal's gone 3 for 7 from the floor so far tonight. Down low. Here's James. Rebounded by Pippen. James has gone 3 of 8 tonight from the field. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Pippen. Back to Leonard. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. Thompson against Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Atlanta.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Here's O'Neal. Can't connect from short range.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Sacramento on top, leading by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Sacramento, they've got Victor Wembanyama, LeBron James out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Chamberlain. Whoa! Antetokounmpo flying!
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Pippen, pass to O'Neal. Davis with it, now guarded by Wembanyama. Here's Pippen. Here's O'Neal. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
At this stage of the game, the offensive rebounding and putback is massive. It feels like a full-court swing.
Yeah, you know who your warriors are by plays like that. They make it when it matters most.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Leonard. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
And Kawhi Leonard would gladly take that one.
The Kings leading. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to James. Hook loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Leonard outside. Screen by O'Neal to take the lead. Nice balance from Kawhi Leonard there.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth. That shot wide open. And Sacramento leads by 1.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Outside Davis. Pass to O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Leonard against James. Fires, top of the key. And again, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 6 here in the quarter.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Davis against Antetokounmpo. James, left side. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
Oh, my. Turning it over at such a critical point in the game. You know he feels awful.
.16 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Here's O'Neal. Can't get it to fall. The Kings trailing. James outside.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. 1 minute left in the game. Thompson passes to O'Neal. The bank shot, no good.
He usually knocks those shots down with ease. Defense got very fortunate there as they gave him way too much room to get that one off.
James outside. No good on the triple. It's all come down to this. One critical possession.
And B.A., you can feel the intensity in this arena.
Pass to O'Neal. Oh, sweet move. He connects.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now, here is James. The D's right on it. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And they go to the intentional foul. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. For replacement, team set. Scottie Pippen. 2 shots.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second. And that'll put him up 2. Timeout call, Sacramento. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
This has to be a lob close enough to the basket to tip it in. No time for a catch and shoot.
So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks, pulling it out to a W. What a performance they had here at home.
talking about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Antetokounmpo out there with Amen Thompson. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Giannis. Now here's Thompson. Wembanyama outside. 6 to shoot. Giannis against LeBron. Antetokounmpo on target from 13 feet.
And when Giannis is hitting that midi, best of luck. He truly becomes unguardable.
And Stan, after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Jokic. Curry against Thompson. Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. Thompson the bounce pass. Outside for Wembanyama. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Davis, the pass to James. Holmgren dishes to Curry. Shot on the wing. Atlanta with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Wembanyama finds Tatum. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Ulrich. David?
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Jokic passes to Tatum. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And look at the focus. I mean, Tatum's not going to allow the defense to overwhelm him. Simply keeping his eyes on the bucket there and cashing in down low.
Now here's Curry. James a screen on Thompson. LeBron right side. Good on the shot.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Thompson passes to Tatum. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Up top, Tatum. Guarded by Curry. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Magic, trailing by 5. LeBron against Wembanyama. Now here's James, guarded closely. Puts up a deep 3. No good on the shot. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Here's LeBron. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Victor Wembanyama. Thompson is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Tatum, and it's Jokic in at the 5. Home in the paint. And here is Tatum after LeBron James hitting the 3. Tatum against Thompson. Sweet move. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not getting as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with the guy that you have huge respect.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star, very difficult. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Jokic.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. You must have left your dancing shoes at home. You have the camera. Keep it going.
Although they were eliminated in the first round, last season was a success, Dan, for the Magic.
It sure was, Kevin. I don't think many people had them even making the playoffs, but they fought hard, pushed the Cavs to 7 games, and gained valuable playoff experience.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, a home run generates space for this offense.
Wembanyama outside. Giannis against James. Jokic sets the screen for Giannis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Davis.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
So it's the Hawks now, following the bucket by Orlando. Jokic, it's hauled in by the Magic. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. That's to Curry. James looking it over. Curry, a screen on Tatum. James kicks to Davis. Outside Curry. From 20 feet out. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Now just a 1-point Hawks lead. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Giannis against LeBron. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Giannis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's Atlanta. They're up by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And get ready for the Fans at Court Shot Drums. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a 3-point game. We've got Davis. Ausar Thompson is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Curry. And it's James in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not going to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. We appreciate your report. Davis kicks to James. A three-pointer off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against the guy that good.
Thompson against Curry. Off target on the 15-footer. The Hawks leading by 3. Tatum on the wing. Back to Giannis. Pass to Wembanyama. Tatum against Curry. Tatum's shot is off. Magic have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Curry against Thompson. James a screen on Thompson. Back to James. Outside Curry. For the tie. Good D by Johnson. The Hawks shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot off.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Free throw missing. And he sinks the second. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo against Thompson. Here's James. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Jokic against Thompson. Jokic passes to Tatum. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Tatum's got 13.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hawks lead by 7. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Jason Tatum is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Nikola Jokic. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
Throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches and jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
With a lot of winning down there.
We did.
James against Jokic to the inside. Stolen by Thompson. Jokic on top. Tatum on the wing. There's the triple. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. James against Jokic. Lets it fly. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from LeBron.
As if the league didn't have enough to worry about with LeBron. He's just become a better and better jump shooter.
Now here's Giannis. Another shot. There's Jokic being aggressive inside.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Tatum against LeBron. Holmgren with a screen on Tatum. James absorbing hits on the play.
A nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
LeBron against Antetokounmpo. Wembanyama high post. Johnson left side. Here's the 3. Gets it from downtown. Thompson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. Coach told his guys, lock in, this is it, leave everything out on the floor. A simple message down the stretch. We'll see if it resonates. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Pass to James. To the paint. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Atlanta.
They had to battle for this one. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jason Tatum.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
And so Tatum nails them both.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
Outside for Davis. Curry deciding where to go with it. Outside, James. Loads it up for Davis. 5 on the clock. Throws down the alley-oop slam. There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Giannis passes to Wembanyama. Jokic high post. And Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
And Atlanta has possession. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And so the Hawks take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, the teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Giannis, you have said in the past you have even more untapped potential. So how did you put your fingerprints on this game?
I'm just here to do whatever it takes to help my team win. Did a great job executing, moving the ball. And this is what we do. This is what we do. We play together, and whatever we do, hopefully we can get a win at the end of the day.
Well, it certainly turned into a win tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game